What's going on? My name is Armond Croom, and I am from the Financial Effect, and I am here to review the Tonal, which is this guy right here. I am actually reviewing this as a novice who happens to be a financial planner. A novice meaning, I've worked out a little bit before, like I did cardio, I played basketball in high school, things of that nature, but I never was in the gym on a consistent manner and really did not know anything about lifting weights, how to lift weights, what weights should I lift, what should I do on a leg day, how much I should lift, or anything along those lines. And then as a financial planner, in my profession, I typically tell clients what to do, when to do it, how much to do it, and typically hold their hand through the process to keep them from procrastinating and keep them going in a certain direction. So when I enter a situation where I'm a novice, I typically like to find things that is going to kind of hold my hand and show me the best way to do things so that I get results faster. And so I kind of apply that to, what I do for my clients. I apply it to everything that I am a novice at, and the Tonal has fit the bill for me. So without further ado, I'd like to give you 5 reasons plus a bonus why I like the Tonal. All right, so the number one reason why I like the Tonal is the personal trainers and guidance from Tonal. Of course, I like that. That is what I was saying. I'm a novice, so of course, I would like the personal trainers and the guidance from Tonal. Now, when I say personal trainer, I mean personal trainer, kind of. Obviously, if you were to go to a gym and get a personal trainer and say, hire me, they would look at your body type, figure out what you're eating, and build a personal plan for you that, suits your build and everything along those lines, which costs way more than what this guy actually costs. So it's not fully a personal trainer, but as a novice who's trying to get started and not trying to necessarily hire a personal trainer, this is a great way to get started. So number one, obviously, they have programs in here that tell you what you're going to lift, when you're going to lift it, how much you're going to lift. They have examples in there of what to do, how you lift it, to try to make sure that you're not hurting yourself. And on top of that, while you're working out, it does sometimes correct your form. So it does give you kind of that, hey, this is how you get started. This is what you should do, which is great, again, for a novice like me. Then the second thing is, since I am such a novice at lifting weights, this thing will count your reps for you, tell you what block you're in, what set you're in, what you're doing. It tells you how much power you're using. And so for a novice like myself, this is like amazing because I personally don't like to think when I'm working out. That's what attracted me to running. I used to just go running. I didn't need to think. I wasn't counting anything. I didn't need to keep track of my blocks. I didn't need to know whether or not it was a leg day or an arm day or a chest day or figure out what I was lifting. That just seemed cumbersome for me. So the fact that I can come in and plug right into this Tonal and they say, like this morning, hey, triceps and biceps today. Boom. You're doing 10 reps. You're doing 12 reps. We're going to do some other stuff to challenge you. Love that. I don't need to think. I can just come in and do. And that helps me to get results faster. All right. So the second reason why I like the Tonal is because it manages how much I can lift. So the Tonal actually will do an assessment of you and manage how much you should be lifting. One of the barriers, again, as a novice who didn't really go to the gym, is I was completely afraid of like trying to lift too much and having the bench press like fall on my chest and kill me. And so that was like a big fear of mine, not knowing what I was doing, not knowing how much I was lifting. Was I doing too little, too much? Am I hurting myself? Like, just again, let me just go for a run. So the fact that the tonal will actually reduce the weight for me. So if I decide to do a bench press and it senses that it's too much weight for me, it will automatically reduce the weight. It will spot me. Or if I just like jam it out, it'll say, okay, you know what, you're good. We're gonna increase the weight for you on the next rep, which is amazing. So again, for somebody like myself who really didn't know his way around the gym and had no clue how much I was lifting, whether or not I was wasting my time, the managing the weight for you is huge. The other thing that this thing does for you is it does this thing called eccentric mode, chains mode, and smart flex. Now, if you're someone who goes to the gym a lot, you clearly know what this is. As somebody like myself, didn't even really know what that means. And again, I'm not even going to begin to try to explain to you what they are. What I do know is that while I'm lifting, if say chains mode or eccentric mode, they have a way of increasing the weight during the rep. So again, if I start off at 50 pounds, lifting 50 pounds, as I'm lifting, it'll increase the weight 51, 52, 53, 54, and then reduce it back down to 50 as I go back down, or vice versa, which is awesome. I know for a fact that you can't really do that in the gym without having a partner or somebody watching you. And so the fact that it can manage my weight, I can go to the gym without having a partner to look over me. I can do these cool little weightlifting things, and the AI technology does all those things for you is huge for me for not knowing what I'm doing. So again, they got rid of another barrier to keep me from going to a gym, and I think that is amazing. All right, the third reason why I like the tonal is because it tracks my progress. I love the fact that it tracks my progress. So again, the tonal has this thing called a strength score, which kind of tracks how much stronger you're getting. It also, within the app, if again, I use bench press as an example. It tracks how often I've done a bench press and how much I started off lifting and how much I'm lifting now. So I literally can see my progress as I move forward. Again, this really helps with motivation. It helps me with continuing forward. And again, another barrier from keeping me out of the gym is, you don't really know how much progress you're actually making. It gets a little fuzzy, especially when it's not written down. But with this, it keeps it all in the app, keeps it all up to date for you, and it is great. The other thing that this does as far as tracking your progress is it lets you know which muscles are fatigued and which ones are ready for working out. So again, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of this, and I can just look in the app and go, my chest is not fatigued, and maybe I can do some bench presses, or I can work on biceps or triceps, and it actually gives you recommendations of workouts that have those things in there so that you can just choose that workout program and get to work. So again, the tracking of the progress is huge for me. I know in financial planning, when I'm working with clients, I like to keep track of where they started and where they are going and where they're going to end up in the future. And it's a huge motivation to keep people moving forward and getting that progress. The fourth reason why I like the tonal is because it's not Peopley. That's right, I said it, Peopley. Mark it down right now. Armond Croom made up the word Peopley. I just don't like a lot of people to deal with. I don't like crowds. I've been social distancing before it was a thing. You're talking about a guy who used to go to Walmart at midnight, at night, just so I can avoid the crowds and avoid the lines. So I like people. Of course, I like people. I just don't like them in crowds. So, and then the other things is, I don't have to, number one, wait for the gym equipment, right? Because people are on my gym equipment that I want to use, and then I have to wait. Then number two, I don't have to deal with the gym smell because, you guys stink and we all stink. And it's like this old musty thing that's going on when you walk in the gym. And I just don't like dealing with it. Number three, I don't have to wipe off anyone's sweat. I don't even have to wipe off my own sweat. I can wait to the very end to wipe off my sweat because it's mine. And the tonal allows me to do that. And then the last reason is obvious. I don't like women staring at my body while I'm trying to work out. Like, dude, I just want to work out. Leave me alone. That's actually never happened. But on the flip side, for you ladies out there, you can work out without us creepy men looking at your bodies and things of that nature. So that is a definite plus. Plus, without all those people with the tonal, I can get in, get out, get my workout in, and go back inside and get ready to go. So those are all the pluses, not Peopley. That's a word now. I'm telling you, look it up. It's a word. And the final reason why I like the tonal so much, and it's more of a bonus than another reason, is because this wouldn't be the financial effect if I didn't talk about the positive impact that the tonal has on my family. So of course I am working out more, but not only that, my wife is actually using this thing more. And then obviously the other thing is that my children use it every once in a while a little bit, but the biggest thing is that they see and witness us taking care of ourselves, taking care of our bodies, and making our health a priority. So this thing is actually having a positive impact on our family, is having a positive impact on our moods and our energy. So therefore, the way that we interact with our children has changed. So again, I love the tonal. I really do think you should make room within your budget and in your home for this thing or for this tonal machine, because it really has more positives than it does have negatives. I've watched many videos of reviews of this thing, and most people can barely come up with no negative reason that should keep you from purchasing this thing if you can afford it. Again, this is Armond Croom with the financialeffect.com. Go check us out. And this is my review of the tonal.